Welcome, my beautiful friends, to this week's energy forecast. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sarah Louise. I'm an intuitive. I'm a reader of the cosmic weather, and I'm here to share with you what's coming up this week. So what energy is going to be around and how you can best navigate yourselves through the current cosmic weather. So, beautiful people, we are swimming in the deep scorpionic waters, and yeah, what are the words that remind me of Scorpio? Death, rebirth, transformation, raw, real, honest, truth, dark, authentic. Yeah. So this week we're on the back of that new moon. We're in Scorpio season. There's a couple of kind of shiftings happening, but the energy, how do I feel it's going to be like? I feel like it's really like, well, I just wrote the written and I've put, its title is Death and Rebirth Is the Name of the Game. Transformation is just what we're totally getting used to. It's like, shed the old skin, step up, become a new version of yourself, face your shadow, embrace your shadow, like learn to understand your shadow. Let's bring in some light to that shadow. Self-awareness, self-knowledge, growth, alignment, authenticity. Like this is where we're at in these really deep waters right now, where everything really matters. It's a really introspective time. So I really want you to spend some time this week kind of really going within, where am I at, like journaling, meditating. That's completely like on the cards right now. If you want to kind of feel better, if you want to make some deep, profound changes that are so possible. Yeah, when we're in these waters, it's like we have the ability to like find some real gold, some real treasure buried deep. Yeah, but we can't find it unless we're swimming, you know, we can't find it unless we're looking. Yeah, so this is a time to be, as I said, doing that inward work, you know, spend some time alone, spend some time doing some work with yourself, become your own shaman, become your own psychologist, you know, and really check in, get your journal out, notice your triggers, notice when your shadow comes up, and start to question that, like, where is this coming from? You know, what is this trigger? What's underneath this trigger? What's the insecurity? What's the fear? Where's it come from? Okay, how can I embrace it? How can I, you know, bring some light to that area within me? How can I change the story? How can I do things differently? How can I kind of not release that trigger, but how can I soften it? How can I become more in alignment with my true authentic self? How can I become more conscious? Yeah, because remember that shadow and those triggers and those kind of parts of us are just unconscious parts of us. And when they come up, it's because they want to become conscious. So rather than they come up, we react and, you know, push them down, like let them come up and go, oh, I'm super aware, I'm triggered right now. What's going on? Like, what is that? And, you know, Scorpio waters is where the triggers are hiding. Yeah. So it's a deep week. We're in a deep few weeks. It's deep, it's profound. It's like, as I say, we have a real opportunity to shed some really old ways, some old behaviors, some old skin. We have the opportunity to bring some parts of us, you know, that have been hidden to the surface to be healed. And how beautiful is that? There's, you know, relationship themes are really big at the moment, whether that's a relationship with, I mean, relationship themes are always big, you know, we're in life. But, you know, whether that's a relationship with yourself, a significant other, or, you know, those important people in our lives, like somewhere in there, I'm sure there's some testing and some shifting going on, yeah? So how can you bring some more balance and some more love and understanding, compassion in transformation and exploration? What are the other words that were coming through? You know, it's, you know, adventure, yeah? it's a big time at the moment. Scorpio season's always deep, but I feel like, you know, the last few Scorpio seasons have been kind of getting deeper and deeper, and yeah, and here we are again. I'm a Scorpio. I don't mind it. I quite like it. I'm like, come on, let's go, let's connect, let's get deep, let's get raw. That's kind of my makeup. But I know for many it can feel quite confronting and a little bit unstable. So, you know, got to work with the energy, haven't we? And take these opportune moments to, you know, have some growth. I feel like at the moment, and I do say this a lot, but we need to be really careful who we're aligning with, you know, who we're spending our time with and our energy with, and making sure that those people, we can be truly authentic and be ourselves. Because we can't be playing anymore, we can't be fake anymore, we can't. It's like, draw in your tribe, and even if that's 1 or 2, that's okay, and, you know, hold them close, because we need our support around us. Maybe it's 10, that's okay, whatever, but, you know, having that beautiful supportive circle around you that you can lean on, that you can, you know, help each other, is a really beautiful gift. But also, as I said, this is a time to be spending some time alone, an inward journey. It's like we, you know, on the back of that new moon, which was definitely setting new intentions, and we're still in that energy beginning of the week, setting new intentions, sowing new seeds, but it's an inward, you know, it's kind of like, it's in our minds, it's in our energy, it's in our being, that we need to kind of put down these foundations, yeah, and get this super clear. So, you know, and I say this every week, spending time in nature on your own, spending time in quiet time, grounding. Scorpio's a water sign, so water again is so important right now. You know, your relationships are really important, and this week especially, and for the next few weeks, Scorpio season, let's do some shadow work. Yeah, Carl Jung is, you know, the shadow work man, and there's so many little exercises that you can do, you know, just to, you know, work with those triggers and that shadow, that hidden, the child that's still unhealed within you, to start, you know, really kind of shifting these old ways, so that we can step up, so that we are more free, so that we are lighter, and we are more conscious and more aware. Yeah, because this is the classroom of life, and that's what we're here to do. So let's do it. Yeah. So, you know, there's times where I tell you it's playtime, you know, go have some fun, nothing's really happening. It's not that's not this week. This week, do some self-work, do some self-reflection, do your journaling, do your meditating, you know, sit in stillness, and yeah, see what comes up. As I say, we have the ability, the opportunity right now for some really profound healing, deep healing, old healing, shadow kind of healing, let's call it. And that's a real gift, you know, because soon we're going to be in silly season, and it's fun and it's light, and we kind of relax a little bit, you know. So let's do this little bit of work before the end of the year, and we kind of kick into holiday mode, yeah. Because if we can do this now and shift a little bit of that old, and those old, you know, childhood stuff and conditioning, family stuff, before that season comes around, which has all this emphasis on family and child, we're going to be much better off. Yeah, you hear me? Okay, do the work this week. Yeah, if you need to, go back and listen to this again from the beginning. I love you all. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week. Next week, is it next week? We have a live? Yes, we do, the 14th. We have a full moon in Taurus, so I will be live online for that. But this week, do the work yourself. Lots of love.